Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga story setting the stage. Furiosa, a woman hardened by the unforgiving wasteland, wasn't always the Imperator's lieutenant in the dystopian Mad Max world. Her story unfolds before the events of Fury Road, a prequel etching her path to becoming the warrior who defied expectations. A life stolen. Furiosa's life began in the Verdun Green Place, a rarity in the wasteland. A peaceful community, it worshipped a life-giving source of water, but their tranquility shattered when Immortan Joe, the tyrannical ruler of the Citadel, a brutal bastion of power, raided the Green Place. The impasse. Furiosa, still a child, witnessed the horrors of the raid. The idyllic Green Place was ravaged, its inhabitants captured or killed. Furiosa, along with other young women, was taken as a breeder, forced to bear healthy children for Immortan Joe's ailing war rig. A spark of rebellion. Years turned Furiosa into a formidable woman. She excelled in navigating the treacherous wasteland, her survival instincts honed to a razor's edge. But beneath the hardened exterior, a flicker of defiance remained. She secretly learned about the Citadel's workings, the weaknesses in its defenses, and the cruelty of Immortan Joe. A daring escape. Furiosa's opportunity arose when the Five Wives, Immortan Joe's breeders, became discontent. Their yearning for freedom mirrored Furiosa's own. In a meticulously planned act of rebellion, Furiosa helped the Five Wives escape the Citadel in Immortan Joe's prized war rig, a monstrous gasoline-guzzling machine. Pursuit through the wasteland. The escape triggered a furious chase. Immortan Joe, enraged by the defiance and the loss of his breeders, unleashed his war boys, a fanatical army dependent on a chrome substance that rendered them fearless but terminally ill. The pursuit stretched across desolate landscapes, a ballet of violence on wheels. Furiosa's resolve. Furiosa, at the wheel of the war rig, displayed exceptional combat skills and tactical prowess. She outsmarted and outmaneuvered the war boys at every turn, utilizing the wasteland's treacherous terrain to her advantage. The Five Wives, initially hesitant about Furiosa's leadership, gradually recognized her courage and skill. The price of freedom. The escape wasn't without casualties. During a brutal sandstorm, the war rig was crippled. The women and Furiosa were forced to seek refuge with a tribe living in the Many Mothers, a colossal canyon carved by time. The tribe, led by the wizened Maylene, offered sanctuary but demanded a hefty price, the return of one of the Five Wives to Immortan Joe, appeasing his wrath and ensuring the safety of the Many Mothers. A moral dilemma. Furiosa vehemently opposed this proposition. She argued that returning any woman to Joe's clutches was unthinkable. The Five Wives, however, were divided. Some saw it as a necessary sacrifice, while others, emboldened by their newfound freedom, refused to return. A compromise forged. Anya, the eldest of the Five Wives, emerged as a leader. She proposed a daring compromise. She would return to Joe, not as a breeder, but as a negotiator, offering him safe passage for the Many Mothers through the dangerous Wasteland Pass in exchange for her freedom. The tribe, desperate to escape the harsh environment, reluctantly agreed. A bittersweet victory. Anya's plan was audacious. She used her knowledge of Joe's twisted psyche to manipulate him. The prospect of a clear passage through the Wasteland Pass was too tempting for Joe to resist. He agreed to Anya's terms, allowing the Many Mothers safe passage, the parting of ways. With a heavy heart, Furiosa said goodbye to Anya. She admired Anya's courage and her willingness to sacrifice herself for the greater good. The remaining four wives, inspired by Anya's bravery, pledged their allegiance to Furiosa. Together, they continued their journey towards a place rumored to be safe. The Bullet Farm. The road ahead. Furiosa's story doesn't end here. The grueling journey through the wasteland has hardened her resolve. She is no longer just a survivor. She is a leader, a warrior, who has tasted freedom and craves more. The trials she has faced have forged the formidable imperator we see in Fury Road, a woman who would defy a tyrant and fight for what she believes in.